endlessly searching for an original
Expedition Vikings. Now, I know we got a couple of you guys from the Nordic countries in here. You're gonna have to tell me if this is exactly what it's like being in a Nordic country. Is Vi1 Hal A in your backlog? No, I don't believe it is. And now we see Moko's house and why he's always drinking, guys. It's always on fire. No matter what he does, it's always on fire. And I'm pretty sure Moko's going to demand a being called for this one. We have actually another Viking game we'll be looking at soon. But it might have to. Vidar is best Nordic god. Vidar? Vidar? Oh, right off the bat it wants me to be a chick. I'm okay with this. Sif? I know Sif is a name. Una? Sif? Vesla? Saves money on eating. Ida? Oh, so you're not. Oh yeah, that's right. Rana? Tomorrow I'll be doing one a little bit earlier in the day. Moko. Yeah, we're just... Let's give her father's name. So it's like father's name, your last name? Dorin? Agamunda, Fosty. I am probably really destroying these. Oh, nobody sent. Did any? We'll do it tomorrow, Moko. I needed to get these indies out of the way. Plus, we did it earlier in the week. Halvardar, Gunmar, Haralder. I am really destroying these names, aren't I, guys? Grimmar. I like Grimmar. Does she have a mustache? Ooh, I kind of like her. Man, they all look pissed. I like her. I like her design. I go with this one. Hey, Dirago. Haralder means daughter of Harold. Can we get a close-up? Record. Smooth scar. I'm actually surprised that there's a lot of things you can do in this with the... Are we gonna get all of our, let's actually... Some of that one. Headband. Some braid. Short. I'm gonna have to go with the headband. I kinda like that. See, oh yeah, that's right, Zilem's in here. So I know Zilem's Nordic. I know Skolagor is Nordic. Hey, Lingo. So they'll be able to help me with words that I don't know. Oh, I can change my thing. Tunic. Fancy dress. Fancy tunic. I wanna go with that. Depends on if it's a Nordic, Swedish, or Danish name. So this actually has a lot of, well, it's got a nice amount of customization. I'm kind of digging that look. I'm kind of looking. I'm gonna change it to detective. Give our resident redhead a bit of Nordic love because she's supposed to be Scottish. Yeah, it seems like Vikings are getting really popular lately, which I'm okay with. Let's see. Okay, so we can put in perception, strength, endurance. Nope, that's mine. Born to Grimmar, and Ostrader in the year 769 Julian calendar, with the steely gray eyes and hair of the color blood, you've grown to be a strong, tough, and keen woman. Okay, I get a weapon. Dane axe. Let's see, a bow, a Dane axe, knife, shield, sling, spear, sword. Gotta go with sword. An opening, change, cripple. Well, obviously you should go with a Dane axe. Alright, just for you guys. Get a double upgrade. Interrupt. Yeah, I think that's all I can do for that. Let's try this. Governed by senses. Lets you use warriors for... Okay. Healing. Definitely gonna need healing. Leadership. Only have 2 left. Please don't freeze, game. Please don't freeze. Game, no. Game, no. Please, game. Please be loading. Please be loading. Oh. Oh. Ooh, witchcraft. Okay. Utility skills. Cooking. Okay, again, guys, we are gonna be doing Fanfic Friday, probably on Sunday today or this time. Diplomacy will probably come in useful. Preserving. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. I actually like Viking stuff. There's a couple of Viking games I've been wanting to get into.
Your father was a great warrior and a good husband, but he was not a strong chieftain to his clan. As he travels to join his brothers in the halls of Valhalla, you must take his place. Our clan is beset by petty squabbles. Some amongst our people would contest your claim to leadership, as they saw discord our neighbors plot against us. Gather your most trusted clansmen. Together you will face dangers which none can predict. You will be challenged on your leadership, your resolve, your wisdom. Build a ship and take your housecarls across the sea. Power and strength for our clan must be sought outside the Norselands. If you show yourself to be bold, the gods will follow you into battle. Your legacy will live for 1,000 years beyond your time. Our clan must prevail.
Wow, I can't say I don't hate this so far. I'm definitely it looks pretty good. Yes, our clan will rule or fail miserably. Whichever one. We'll see. And this is how the Nordics started taking over everywhere else. Loading. Aid me, Odin, in my effort to bind the struggles of a bygone time as glimmering light on glass. Let's see. Oh, this looks really old school. When you close your eyes, the image of his blazing ship shimmers in the dark behind your eyelids. It's not a common ritual this far south, but your mother Astrid, who hails from the land of the Geats, I think I said that right, insisted on it. All of the thing of the neighboring clans have come to attend your feast in his honor. Your father may not have been the most successful Thane. I think I'm saying that right. But as a warrior, he commanded the respect of many. The guests are firing into your longhouse. The Thanes enter the first of each, trailing a modest group of warriors. It's like an Ultima game. Yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Your mother leans in to whisper a few words of advice before she takes her seat. You should greet each of the Thanes before the feast begins, but listen to their words. Few of them would benefit from making this smooth transition. It will be important to know where they stand. Characters with golden nameplates have dialogue for you. Click on them to talk to them. This icon over your chair is the quest marker. You can turn this off. Okay. Talking to other guests? Alright. It's not mandatory. Woohoo! Look at us go! Look. Old Norse. Old Norse is not Okmai. Their names are Norse. Norse. Is anyone else having loading issues? Skjul Skullcleaver is the Thane of Jelling. Okay. Oh wait, is it yelling? Like, you guys don't use the J, do you? Which borders your area. Yelling is a large territory. The Skjul is one of the most powerful Thanes in Jutland. Yelling has prospered under his rule. I really should have picked doing this game with Moko. Skjul pushes himself away from the table with his foot, the chair making a grinding sound across the wooden floor. His face shows earnest sympathy. Detective, my girl, so sorry about your father. If there's anything the people of Yelling can do to aid you in this trying times, don't hesitate to ask. It's very kind of you. Of course, we must stand together in this Frankish threat. So he doesn't seem too bad so far. Skjul leans towards you, resting his elbows on the table. Tell me, what are your plans for this place? How will he lead your clan? That is my business. It is too soon for that kind of planning. I'll start by expanding our defenses. We need a new ship, first of all. We need the favor of the gods. We are to prosper. I wish to be attentive. What the hell's a folk moot? You do? You use the J? Okay. Because I've heard it must be like a Swedish thing, not using the J. Because I've heard like people say that they don't always use the J. It's my business. It's too soon for that kind of planning. What to use, what to use, what to use. You would expand defenses? That does sound like a good idea. Always prepared for a raid. Yeah, especially with the leader just dying. Is an old-timey work for a folk meeting. Oh. You really are Grandma's daughter, aren't you? Just take care not to lose touch with your people's needs and your eagerness to defend them. He is actually right. He lets out a deep sigh and leans back in his seat. I'm sure you know I fought with your father many years ago. We are very much of a similar inclination, he and I. The man had a real taste for battle. Not like his brothers. Mark my words, detective. True bonds are forged in battle, not bonds in blood. He came to me for advice before he mounted his last journey, on account of my ties with Kompang? I should have warned him better about what he was getting himself into. This might have to do with this. He knew what he was getting into, but he went anyway. He should have stayed here and minded his clan. Vikings out of Kapang have been to the Isles across the sea. I've heard many stories about it, since I often go there or trade. Your father wanted to hear if the stories were true. Ah, but I've taken too much of your time already. I know you have other guests to entertain. Perhaps we'll talk later after a bit more mead. Jailing is a real place. Really? Moko is helping me. Moko, do you want me to save this game for when you have some for you? Oh, so we're in Denmark, basically. Okay, so this game basically takes place in Denmark. Do you want me to save this and we'll do this when you're around? Since this is like your thing. But yeah, the Dane axe should have given it away. I think we're in Norway. He's just there for a visit. Oh, I see. Skaki, this is the most pathetic mead hall in Jutland. You're a dick. If you're going to insult our host, at least have the sense to whisper. I've heard Grimar had neglected his clan for years, but this is just sad. Maybe his daughter will do a better job. I doubt she'll live long enough to get that chance. I don't like you. So yeah, the defenses thing might be a good idea, but making sure we actually talk to our people also is a good idea. How do I interact with you, good sir? Oh wait, that's where I gotta go, so I don't want to go there yet. Yeah, the M's fight him worth, you're right. Huftnar. I hate all of your names, people. He's a milk drinker. Huftnar is the thane of a slightly larger clan that borders your land to the east. He wears a solemn expression and nods heavily when you approach him. Grimar in the Valhalla. I can do this. Grimar is in Valhalla now. Detective, there is no doubt about it. He died doing what he loved. But while he feasts among the heroes, you're left back here to sort out the pieces. You've got your work cut out for you. Speak ill of my father at his own funeral? What do you mean? Your father managed to make quite a few enemies in his time, most of them among his own clan. If you'll permit me to be honest, he never paid one speck of attention to the wishes or needs of his people. Surely you're not expecting your clan to your claim to leadership to go uncontested. I'm the rightful thane. If anyone thinks otherwise, they'll have to sort it out the traditional way. No one in this clan is more suited. I know many disagree with my appointment. It'll be a difficult transition. Well, shit! As long as you know trouble is brewing, you can take steps to prepare for it. Huftnar empties his mug of mead in a single gulp and slams the mug onto the table and calls to a thrall for a refill. What the hell's a thrall? I don't know these words. I am learning new languages today. Okay, I think that's everyone. Oh, we can talk to just people.
Busy entertaining your guests?
He is standing off to the side, holding a horn full of mead. The young hunter appears to be watching the feast with a faintly amused expression. He nods respectfully to you as you come near. Busy entertaining your guests. Not too busy to check up on you, as busy as you'd expect. Old-time slaves. Okay. Cattell shifts his weight restlessly. I've had an uneasy feeling all night. Have you seen Skills? Holy shit. Having to read these. Have you seen Skulls over there in the corner? I am trying so hard. I'm sorry. I'm butchering your guys' language. Rodgerda and Skucky. I've heard stories about them. Oh, now you're just screwing with me. Nifja seems to be expecting trouble too. So I've decided to go easy on the meat and keep an eye out. I appreciate it. Never hurts to be careful. Hey, Rodgerda. He throws his head back slightly towards Ocelif. I'm gonna make Moko play this game, guys. Oceliffer. How do you people speak? Speaking of which, keep an eye on the big lug back there. He and his friends have been putting their heads together all night. I think he might be planning something. Keep an eye on him. Leave the watch to me. This is your feast. You should relax and enjoy yourself. I'll alert you if anything happens. To be fair, this is Old Norse. Oh, why do you guys use these names? Ragnhilder. Just a little. I think your language has changed just a little. Ragnhilder the White is the most influential of your guests. As the vessel of King Sigurd! I know how to say Sigurd! That's my nephew's name. Well, it's Sigurd, but that's, I think, how it's spelled. Sigurd Heringer. That is actually my nephew's name. She's the current ruler of Denmark. She has come from the trade hub of Ribe to the south, where she presides over as a Jarl. You guys like Jay, didn't you? Yeah, it's Sigurd. I can actually say that one. That makes me happy. That's my little nephew's name, and he's such a little cutie. She nods politely as you approach her seat. Take off the RS. Okay. It's a beautiful ceremony, Detective. I extend my condolences for your loss on behalf of the Ribe and of the King. I must tell you, I advised him not to seek out the isles across the sea. We've all heard the stories of the unprotected coasts and their treasures, but there is more dangers than the rumors let on. I'm not surprised they claimed his life, but I'm glad at least he died with a sword in his hand. Did you know Grimir? Well, thank you for accepting the invitation. We are honored that you can be here. Let's see. Okay, let's put that one. I knew him as a warrior. We fought together on the Bravir. I'm enjoying trying to say these words. Bravalier, and he struck me as a shrewd tactician. When your king needs you, I hope that you will serve him as well as your father did. Okay, this is what Ribe looks like? Huh, I need to come to Denmark sometime. Actually looks really pretty. Let's see. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this, and then I probably will come back to this game with Moko because he can explain a lot of this a lot better than I can. Let's see. I will serve. You have my word. My father taught me everything he knew about combat. See no reason to fight the king. Jarl Grunlid nods once. Glad to hear it. Our king will not forget those who aid him in battle. Reputation. Ooh, we've increased our reputation, guys. Of course, your father's sword will be missed in our struggles against the Franks. If you'll excuse me, I do have to make the rounds and enjoy the feast. The old shield maiden smiles. She gracefully slides back down into her seat, whereupon she spears a large piece of chicken in her knife and dumps it on her plate. Can we save? Yes, we can. So I've got to say, this is actually a really fun game. And this is, of course, just the beginning part. Like, I actually am interested in this kind of thing. So, seeing this kind of... I forgot there's a second chat. Okay, so is there anyone else we can talk to? We can talk to you. I think you have... At least
there
I got
you are. The feast seems to be off to a good start.
Okay. Nifja is one of your oldest friends. Your families have always been close, and you grew up together in the village. She just finished pouring your mother a mug of mead. See you out of armor for once. Najira moves one of the folds of her dress aside, allowing you to glimpse the sheath of her siaks? She winks knowingly. Just watching out for my mother. Just watching out for your mother. There's a lot of strangers here tonight, and I don't trust any of them. What do you think of the guests? She chuckles. Your fellow Thanes are certainly a proud and graceful bunch. Even as they plot to murder you and your land and take your lands. You think poorly of them. Oh! Oh, it's like a little knife! Siaks. Old English pronunciation is also sax. Not nice. It's an old English word for knife. Okay, so it's a knife. I see. Oh, I'm sure not all of them are actively planning to kill us. I have a weird feeling about Skjold, though. I doubt they call him Skull Cleaver for no reason. Hofnar plays the lovable old grump, but I know he's had his eye on our harbor for years. Ragdar, I'm not sure about. She probably has nothing to gain but from destroying us, but she's little more than Sigurd Hearing's appendage, and who knows where he stands. Talk to you later. Good luck. Alright. So, I think we talked to everyone. We're gonna have a seat. So let's get this moving. More like a dagger. I see. So we're fighting the French. It seems like it. Okay, more than a bit. Many of these characters' names seem more Finnish or Icelandic to me, although the city and land names are the same we use now. Oh. Following the initial meet and greet, everyone toasts to your father and digs into the meal. Food covers every inch of the table, and freshly brewed mead seems to flow endlessly. Following the initial... Okay, yeah, alright. You listen to Nifja usually complain... You're listening to Nifja's usual complaints about her mother, and when Ketil perks up and slips discreetly out of the longhouse. Outside, some pieces of pottery crashes against the ground, and men begin to shout. In short order, the door flies open, and the doorway is filled by Ottar Erlingsson. Ottar Erlingsson's sword in hand. Okay. Outside, you see his brothers standing over the prone form of Ketil. Ottar looks around the room with disgust. What splendid feast for such a shit thing. Dude, go over to any of the Witch Trainer videos. There's a link right in the description for it. Ottar's gaze stops on you. Ottar's gaze stops on you. He raises his sword to point at you accusingly. Detective, your family had its chance to earn our respect, and you wasted it. Come outside and defend your honor, or we will burn this hall to the ground. Nefja jumps at her feet, already holding her knife, her voice seethes with disgust. Ottar, you miserable drunkard! How dare you attack your Thane's honor during her own feast? Your family will pay for this. I'm gonna die. Ottar has turned his back on you and is already walking outside. All the other guests turn their gaze to you in anticipation. Your mother leans in to whisper to your ear. You have to handle this. If the other Thanes think we're too weak to deal with such a blow against our family's honor. The Shield Maiden shakes her head. The drunkard fool is here for a fight. I think we'll actually have to kill him this time. I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard to pronounce the names. Alright, let's head out and fight. Oh, we get to pick. Heirloom sword. Oh, I'm gonna go with the heirloom sword. Okay, so we get to equip. Let's go out. Someone said forget the R's. I'm trying, I really am. Oh, France! Hola, Britannia, it will be ours! Long live our... I don't know, what do you call it? What do you call it, the group, Boko? What do you call a bunch of Vikings in the group? I don't know. Again, we have more Viking games to check out. I forgot to equip Nifjar. Whoop, she's screwed! I think I can equip her when we get out there. Vikings? What do you call a bunch of Vikings working together? More Vikings? Our clan shall rule the world! Most of the guests follow you outside and form a half circle behind you. You're dimly aware of the other Thanes. I actually am surprised I'm saying Thanes right. Muttering amongst themselves. Nifjar runs over to Ketil to help him back on his feet. A streak of blood runs from his hair down his cheek, but it looks like he can still fight. 4 against 1. This is what the sons of Urchling... I hate all of you. Sons of Urchling... Thurgislin... I can do this. Thurgislins. Sounds like I'm having a seizure as I speak. I'd rather read My Immortal again. Consider a fair fight. Erlings? Oh, so it's just Erling, not Erlinger. Otto's brother, Toast. Toast, get the heck out of the game! Okay, so it's Gision. Nope, I give up. Sneers, he sounds drunk. Shut up. Oh, hey, Moko. Shut up your mouth, woman. He started it. Diplomatic, go home, you fools. I know our families have never been on good terms, but if we spill each other's blood tonight, the killing will never stop. In the back of the youngest Erling's sons, R is looking increasingly distraught. She's right, Dotaro. This is not what Father would want. Otto groans with irritation. It doesn't matter what Father wants. We're here now. There is no going home with our honor. He looks like an asshole, too. Son of. Okay, so that means son of? Nothing about this is honorable. Should never have come here with you. Then run! Run, Otter! Run back to the farm like a coward. We'll deal with the detective ourselves. I picked the perfect name for that. All's eyes flicker between you and his brothers. Dejected, he takes 2 steps back. Then he turns and walks away. That's not walking. Otto's gaze never leaves you, and his hand clenches around the grip of his axe. If you crave a fight as so much, there's a proper way to handle this. Does your father know you're here, destroying his name? Otto shifts his weight relentlessly as he regards the Thanes assembled behind you. He does not, but he will be proud of us when Aslafers is finally our Thane instead of you. Asper steps forward and draws his weapon. You've gone too far, Otto. This is no honor in this. I must take Detective's side here. For a moment, confusion mixes with fright in Otto's eyes, but he quickly composes himself. Fine, we'll kill you all. Then I'll be Thane. Damn! You guys give no shits, do you? Okay. Ordering an info. During combat, the characters can be ordered around in order. For example, you could move a ranged character for a few hexes toward the enemy and shoot. Okay, okay. Oh, nice. Oh! That was my stupidity.
You will fall like all who face me.
I kind of like this game. Okay. Let's go. Let's. Nice! Let's take you. Can you not take him out? Take this guy out. Let's go here. I don't know where you're going, but okay. These are the only that way. Alright, let's see. So this is... I kind of like this kind of game. Oh, I want to see what that would do. You're going to move there. And then you're going to move... Nice! We burnt the toast! Can't do anything here. have you go. You can't move it. Do you guys see that guy? He's kind of on the ground. Pain. Let's end our turn. You want to play that game, buddy? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go here. Oh, I see a problem there. Let's go back here. Have you go all the way over here. Have you come up. That works. Let's end our turn. Bows don't work that way. Nice! Point blank arrows for maximum accuracy. That was pretty good. Combat results. Whenever you finish combat, you will see this screen, which has a few vital pieces of information. If the character was injured during combat, any of the injuries will be yep. Combat results. Combat results. Yep. Let's accept. Otar Erlingson groans as he tries to sit up on the frozen earth. Catil walks over to the sadly defeated farmer and kicks his weapon away. Otar's surviving brothers are slowly getting to their feet as well. None of them has a fight left in them. Neftja regards the survivors with a mixture of disdain and sadness. What do we do with them? Execute them. Let them go now. We'll deal with them another day. The brothers pick up their weapons and leave dejectedly. Their pride has suffered a tremendous blow tonight, and this is not likely to be the last you've heard of them. Your guests look with a solemn expression that didn't reveal what they think. I didn't want this, but you all saw what happened here. It's what happens to my enemies. Anyone who has dispute with me can observe our customs and challenge me to a duel, but I will not be ambushed at my own feast. Asliver steps forward. He looks not the least bit tired from the fight. I supported you here tonight because Otar and his brothers were out of line. It is not the way of our clan to kill each other in a drunken brawls. Detective, daughter of Grimir, I challenge you to a duel for the position of Thane. An excited murmur rises among the guests. Cattell mutters in a voice too low for anyone to hear. Can you believe this? Picture Seigneur? Picture Seigneur? What? It's his right to issue such a challenge. His timing could be better, though. Huh. Fuck you. He nods, apparently satisfied. We will meet you on Homung Island at noon on the morrow. May the gods favor you. Exploration. So guys, that's a little bit of this game. If you guys want to see more of this game, let me know when this goes up on YouTube or before then. Personally, I think this is a really, really fun game. More surprisingly fun than I thought it would be. I actually enjoy it. I want to try to get Moko in on this because this is, you know, his language and I am butchering it like crazy. But that was Expedition Vikings. I really am in pain trying to say all those words. And then the game crashed. And then the game crashed.